using wired microphones now. Hello, every pony. Even the wired ones now turn on us. It's like, we can't win. We just can't win. Next year, it's megaphones. So there are obviously a lot of thank yous that need to happen. It's not one person that puts on a con. It's not two people that puts on a con. There are a whole lot of people that make all of this possible. And obviously, I'm going to do the cheesy thing and say that, first of all, it's all of you. You guys came out, you had fun, you enjoyed our panels and our concerts and parties and all of the rest. Without you, there's no con. Let's see. You know, that's actually interesting because I just want to see how much fun they had. Let's give it a, how much fun did you have? Let's hear it. That sounds like a little bit of fun. Yeah, but let's hear. Come on, how much fun did you really have? Come on. I'm having trouble hearing you. There you go. There you go. But okay, but what we want to do is we want to introduce some of the people behind the scenes who have been working really hard to make sure that this con looks like it went as smoothly as it did. And to that end, the first person I'd like to introduce is our head of operations, Mr. Simon Wolf, a man who has, yeah. Give it up for ops,
Okay, I want to thank a few people, obviously. Of course, two behind me. Speak into the mic. Ooh, I'm not a front stage person. I'm obviously a backstage person. I'm your operations guy. I'd like to thank, of course, the brilliant leadership we had with Sonia and Obsidian. Without this, we just couldn't do it, okay? You don't just say, hey, let's throw a con and bang, a con happens. There's a lot that goes on behind it. I'd really like to thank my staff. Many of them aren't even here because they're still doing stuff for the con. We have to move out. It's sad, but we do. I'd really like to also thank the rest of our staff because we all have to work together to make a con for you guys, okay? It's just great to work with these people. But I'd also like to thank the guests of honor, all the folks who came out, the writers, the voice actors, all of those guys, because, hey, you guys came to see those guys. They have to work to get here, you know, and that was good for them. But the crowd I really want to thank, the really important people in my world, are you guys. Because I can set up all the lights, I can set up all the con stuff, I can set up all the stuff. But if you don't show up, we don't have a con. So it really comes down to everybody out in the room. So I want to thank you for coming to us and being part of BABScon.
Yeah. Simon Wolf, everybody. Before he came to us, he had successfully run operations for the much larger Further Confusion for 7 years. Yeah, 7 years. And, you know, as a first-time con chair, the best bit of advice anyone ever gave me was that when you don't know what you're doing yourself, hire a lot of people that do. So, next, actually, I'm going to go straight into my strong right hand. Get back here. Olivia Daniels, aka Obsidian Winter, came to us with the highest of recommendations at a time when we... Highest of recommendations? I just been fired from BronyCon. Come on. Shut up. So here we are, a little scrappy first year con. We got nothing. Suddenly a friend of mine says, hey, the girl that ran programming at BronyCon last year is out there, and she thinks she might want to come work with you. And I said, where do I sign up? And since then, she has brought nothing but inventive ideas, extensive experience, relentless drive, knowledge, leadership, and a big guiding hand on me, I have to say.
I hate it when you do this. See, I don't have a soft little story like that. When they came to me, I was weighing, oh man, it's a first-year con. I don't have the sweet story if I was like, yeah, let me sign up, man. I was like, I don't know. The first-year con, I know how those go.
And yet, so I'm going to keep complimenting her, though, because it drives her crazy. It's because of her that we had such fabulous programming as the Goldie Awards, which we hope becomes a Brony institution for years to come. It's because of her that we had an opening ceremonies that you'd actually want to go to. It's because of her that we had two of the best-known fan VAs come up on stage, Eiley Monty and Jesse Nowacking. Doing their vinyl and Octavia the way they do. And without her, this con would not have happened. Without any of my senior staff, this con wouldn't have happened. But you rock. There she is! There she is! I have been looking for her all weekend. Golden Gates, come up here, Golden Gates. Come up here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Come on. There you go. Let's welcome Golden Gates, the cutest con mascot OC in the history of con mascot OCs.
She is actually who we really work for, so that's actually our boss right there.
But all right, let's keep bringing up some of the people that made this happen. Next up, when we put her in this position, we told her,
You just chill right there, Gigi.
we told her plank on the stage is what we told her. When we put her in the position that she had, we said, make the toy store that you want to shop in. And as a result, we had one of the best vendor halls and artist alley that I've ever seen. And I've been going to cons a long time. We got Build-A-Bear, we had Equestria plush, we had some of the best artists in the fandom, like Chocolate Pony and Citra and Leakfish, and if I can't name you all, please don't be offended, but you are all amazing. And the fine folks at IDW Comics in our artist alley. I mean, come on. Yeah. She goes by Pixel Coder. Her name is Rebecca Betancourt. Welcome her to stage. She's a little shy. Be nice. Come on up, Becky.
Hi, all you people.
Oh, wait, I did forget one thing. She's also our web mistress. Yeah.
And pretty much single-handedly designed our registration system, programmed it herself. Including numerous updates on the fly here at the con. So she's also just a whiz at computers. So without her, we wouldn't be able to sell tickets. So there you go.
Well, she works at Google, so there you go.
I want to thank all of you for finding all the bugs in our registration system and for giving our vendors and artists all your money.
I think there might still be a few dollars out there, so, you know. But then you need something for next year, right? Yeah, okay. Well, let's keep the staff coming. Our master of disaster, the dark arts of PR and marketing. Mr. Bobby Richardson, AKA We Are Borg.
Hi, everybody. Yeah. I apparently did my job well because we're the largest first-year My Little Pony convention. And I actually joined the staff a little late, and it was really great getting to know, like, essentially this was like a job almost. So my coworkers and my friends, or what have become my friends or enemies, probably after, you know, having to share our time with each other. This family of people brought me on board, and they shared with me their vision and their dream for the best convention on the West Coast. And it was a really great being able to be a part of that. I want to thank my deputy, Blue Ink, certainly Ramo, who will come and talk to you later, and all the rest of my PR staff. I had several people that just worked on Facebook and Twitter and Reddit, you name it. So, if you could all, for those who will have to watch this later because they're busy helping us, could you clap for our staff? A round of applause.
We are bored.
And I just want to let you guys know, if you want to know the secret, of PR and marketing in the My Little Pony world, bribe Equestria Daily. So next up,
That's it.
that's it.
All right, so that's all the senior staff that can be available. The last little bit that we're going to do, and then we're going to wrap this up, is there is a, Isn't Golden Gate's just amazing? Best mascot.
Golden Gates is best pony!
So, so the last thing that the last people here is, of course, we've had, there's so many people, the Gopher Squad, the, you know, of course, the con ops and PR and vendor relations, and there's business. Of course, our, you know, if I'm her right hand, then her left hand is Sophie, who unfortunately can't be here right now. She's our head of business and registration. And obviously, without our head of business, she's the one that kept us in the black and had to tell us no when we really wanted other big things. Like when we're like, we want John Delancey too, on top of everything else. And she's like, no, you'll go belly up if you do that. Maybe next year, right? John Delancey next year? Okay, we'll work on that. And of course, yeah, sure.
Well, also, I do have somebody to thank who I don't think is standing over there. I took on the twin tasks of chairing and doing VIP relations for this con, and quickly found myself a bit overwhelmed, and so went out and followed that wonderful advice and got a ringer. A certain Miss Karen Padilla, aka Glittering Pony, the former con chair of EQLA, who she rocked that job so hard.
She did. She's amazing.
She kept the people that you really came here to see happy and made them maybe want to come back.
What do you mean maybe? They'll be back. So, last and certainly not least.
Definitely not least.
Definitely not least. The people who fed us over in Confeed, thank you. No, but yes, definitely thank you.
Yeah, we do thank them.
There's a certain group of people that, I don't know how this actually ended up happening, but I reflected on it later. Whenever there was a crisis, it was that nobody else could handle. It was such and such to events. Such and such to events. Such and such to events. My event staff has performed just outstanding. Like, these are the people that are responsible for making sure that the programs run as much on time as possible. They're the ones that have to monitor the rooms. They're the ones that do anything that has to do with the entertainment, things that entertain you. That is basically what that's a huge department. And I am so blessed to have had the staff, because I'll be honest with you, there were times where, they were only supposed to work maybe, 8 hours, and they were pulling, they were not sleeping for 30 hours. I have some sound guys that went 40 hours just so that they could keep you all entertained.
AV!
So,
AV! AV!
So, if I could introduce first Miss Pinky Clark. Come up stage. Give her a round of applause. This is our concert princess. She made sure that absolutely everybody had a rockin' time at Naham.
This girl put on the best brony concert anywhere ever.
If I could introduce Tweak. Tweak, come up here. Tweak, come here. Rommel, come up here. Carol, Summer Ocean, come on up. Maverick, come on up. E-Bite, Rebecca. Programming staff, except for 2 of them. No, there we go. Tweak, come on up. Tweak, come on up. All right. And then the 2 people that literally, when I was busy with my vice chair hat, made sure that programming didn't fall and burn into flames. My deputy of events, Kaya. I cannot say enough about this woman. This woman is like, she is amazing. She is amazing. And my head of programming, Silvermane. And his deputy, Silent Shadow.
Actually, one thing you guys ought to know about Silent Shadow, who's on the far right there, next to Golden Gates. He does a damn fine Thor cosplay, let me tell you.
Hammer? You want me to put the hammer down? And Rikun. Our programming staff, ladies and gentlemen.
What about Alethea?
Alethea, is she here? Okay. Moving on. You know him. Everybody knows this guy. We were fortunate enough and blessed enough to have had him. Oh, they got to run. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. They're packing up stuff. Thank you. And thank you, Alethea. Alethea was in charge of children's programming. So if you have kids here and how many of you went to children's programming? Oh, come on. Some of you had to have gone. There you go. All right. I see you waving up in the audience. Good. Children's programming is a thing that needs to happen in this fandom. We got to say kudos to the core demographics. Without them, there would have been no My Little Pony. All right, and last, but certainly not least, you all know him in this fandom. Of course you do.
Everyone knows him.
Everybody knows him. If you don't follow him on Tumblr, then I don't know where you've been. One of the best artists, in my opinion, in the fandom. He is a friend of mine that I went to and quite frankly begged to take the job of head of design. I said, I desperately need you, please do this as a favor, because we didn't have a head of design for, oh my God, like long time. It's ridiculous.
I was doing it. That's a bad thing.
So I went to him and said, please, 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 this would be like mean the world to me. And like, if you've ever cared about me at all, please. Ladies and gentlemen, Chocolate Pony, Stratos.
Chocolate Pony has probably drawn more copies of Golden Gates than any other person on the planet, and that's actually saying something.
I do want to thank our design department, because if it wasn't for everyone like Sleepfish, Slifer, Surgical Arts, we wouldn't have gotten all this stuff done. So thank all design artists.
Strato. Oh. All right, folks. So we're going to switch gears just really quick and switch from BABScon to the Academy of Brony Arts and Sciences. How many of you have heard of that? At least in Twitter, a little bit, kind of, sort of, maybe?
How many of you saw the awards here?
Very few.
Oh, come on!
The Academy of Brony Arts and Sciences is something that I formed. It is not actually a part of BABScon. What it is, it celebrates and the artists. We have so many things in this fandom, right? We've got people that do remixing and write original scores and original songs, and they write their fanfics. And you know, the art is amazing. And we actually have enough that we could like have our own Golden Globes or Oscars. And so we designed the Academy, and the Academy has some of the greatest and most talented people that I could find, not just in the fandom, but even show staff. Big Jim Miller's an Academy member. Jason Thiessen is an Academy member. And the way that this works is the fandom votes on the top 5, and then the Academy votes on a winner from those top 5s. And we had our first award ceremony, and it went very, very well. So follow us on Twitter at Goldie Awards, because we're going to start taking nominations again very, very soon. And on behalf of the Goldie Awards, and the Academy, I would like to thank BABScon for hosting us. I would like to thank, again, Stratos, who is our head of design, and designed the Goldie Awards, which next year are going to be so much better than they were this year. Unfortunately, we had a smaller budget, and the awards that we do want to get are about $600 a piece. And we give out about 30 awards, so you can do the math on that one. But thank you, BABScon, for hosting us and for believing in us and giving us a chance, so thank you. All right, so before we we wrap this up, I was just reminded that we need to present our charity checks,
Very large, comically large charity checks.
which we were able to raise, I think, about, what was it? Just raised $9,331 because of you. Thank you.
And that money that you all donated so generously and bid so well on our auction pieces is going to two amazing charities.
Indeed. We're supporting the San Francisco Suicide Prevention and San Francisco SPCA. I have both of their checks here, and I would first like to bring up our San Francisco Suicide Representative, Courtney. And would you like to say a few words, Courtney?
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for all of your generous contributions to the agency. We are the oldest community-based suicide hotline in the country. We've been operating since 1962. And we answer over 60,000 calls per year. We have 140 volunteers. We have people there right now. If anyone was feeling like they needed someone to talk to, you don't have to be suicidal to call. Thank you again so much. We really, really appreciate it.
But that's not all. I would like to introduce you to a gentleman by the name of Coder Brony, aka James Turner, head of the Brony Thank You Fund.
So, hope you all had a great weekend. As many of you know, I'm the president and chairman of the board of the Brony Thank You Fund, and for about the last 2 years, we've been working on a big project to help ensure the future of animation for not only us, but our children to come. For those of you who don't know, you owe most of your childhood to the California Institute of the Arts. Whether it was Toy Story, or Dexter's Lab, or SpongeBob SquarePants, and certainly My Little Pony, graduates of Cal Arts have shaped your childhood. And so we are very proud at this time to ask Erin Campbell, who is the Director of Large Gifts for Cal Arts, to come on stage. Now, I had the check earlier, and I wanted to make sure it got here on time, so I sent it Equestria Express, and it was supposed to be here. But has anyone seen our check? It was supposed to be delivered to the hotel. Where's the check? I guess that absolutely positively has to get there at some point. Guarantee should have kind of clued me in. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
So we are pleased to give this $50,000 check to the California Institute of the Arts, endowing the Derpy Hooves Animation Scholarship. As I understand it, we should have our first recipient in the fall, all things willing, and we will be receiving updates on them, and we will be happy to share with the fandom so that everyone can watch the progress of this new generation of animators as they move into the industry and help with our children's future of animation. So do you want to say something, Aaron?
I want to thank James, and I want to thank everyone who's contributed to this fund. So this will be an endowed scholarship, and that means that we will give it out to a character animation student for as long as Cal Arts is in existence. So I get to, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I get to, in the course of my work, talk to a lot of alumni, and I've had many people tell me that they would not have been able to either begin or continue their studies at CalArts if it weren't for scholarship support. So this is a really critical thing for the school. So thank you.
Hey, Rommel, sounds like you got more to tell us.
Well, yes, I merely just wanted to show you the other big check we made for the SPCA. We made 2 of them because, you know, double the checks, right?
That's right. Half of that 9,300 and change that you guys gave to us through our charity auction is going to help the animals of this city and to help people have animal friends, help animals to find good homes. San Francisco, of course, well known for its no-kill shelter. And I hope some of you got the chance to just go, "Ooh," about the kittens on Friday.
Indeed. And lastly, but certainly not least, we would like to give an extra special thanks to /MLP for helping us with our RAIN charity drive, which is the Rape Abuse Incest Network, for helping us raise $2,552. Thank you so much, and never forget that the ride never ends.
Special thanks to our very special guest, Dusty Katz, for doing everything that he's done, for the coming up here and doing his thing. Whoa, Pop. For helping out with the charity and everything. Round of applause for Dusty Katz, please, folks.
Come on up, Dusty.
Thank you. I want to thank you guys for letting me do something so stupid and so over the top at your convention, because I don't think anybody's ever tried to do something like that before for charity.
It's because we're nuts.
It's because we're all nuts. So, because of the kindness of my second in command, Carradwin, who put up money, and you guys who gave money during it, Wounded Warriors Foundation, which is my charity that I won, got $4,314. And Soren's school, Amy Keating Rogers' son, his school, got $2,167 from that. And that was such a success. It was such a success, and that you guys really enjoyed it. The ones that did show up really enjoyed it. I think we're going to do it again. So, be on the lookout on my webpage, Manly's Brony, and we're going to come up with another format. So I think I'm going to try to get some of you involved. Okay? But that'll happen next year. We are going to have it next year, right?
Huh?
We're going to have it next year, right?
Well,
Have you guys said we're going to do this next year?
well, okay.
Maybe.
You went and forced our hand.
I did, because, I want to do this thing again,
Okay, how many of you have your comm books with you? Hold them up, hold them up. What does it say on the back cover?
See you next year.
We are coming back.
It was a little... It was a little touch and go there for a little while. We knew we were going to be able to do okay this year, but we didn't know if we were just going to be a one hit and be successful and just be able to give people good memories for 2014. But as of yesterday, yeah, we did finally breach the number we had to make in order to have a 2015, and that is because, again, of all of you. And we are so touched and honored that you want us to, bust our butts again and go, sleepless again and
damage our health and relationships, our jobs.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but like when I first got here, I was walking okay. But then like throughout the con, I started to hobble, and now I have a cane.
And that's all your fault. You people should hate yourselves.
I would gladly do it. I would gladly do it all again. And we are going to do it again. So thank you. Golden Gates will fly again.
And not only will we do it again, we will do it, as they always say, bigger, better, learning the lessons that we learned from this year so that we can make entirely new and interesting mistakes next year. And yeah, we're going to need a whole squadron of Golden Gates.
Golden Gates will fly again.
All right. The next step that we're going to do, actually, I was going to go ahead and move into, we're going to do what is normally called a hiss and purr. How many of you know what that is? Yeah, everybody's going, what the heck
hiss
is
and purr. It's a...
Well, that's not what we're calling it.
Yeah, we're calling it a nuzzle and neigh.
A nuzzle and neigh, okay? Now, the basic concept here, and we're going to get that started here in just a little bit. For people that want to stay and do it, you can. For those that need to go, that's fine. We are going to bring a microphone. It's going to operate a lot like a BA panel. We're going to bring a microphone out, and all of you will get to tell us basically where we went wrong. Where we went right. Where we could improve. Maybe where we did really well at. Basically, it is your opportunity to voice your opinion of this con. And we want to hear the good and the bad. We want to hear the criticisms because they help us become stronger. If somebody mentions the microphones, oh my God, I am well aware. It's like if I should have let the line up and then just go, okay, if you're in line to talk about microphones, step out, and like half the line would have just left. So for those of you that want to stay for that, please do. We're going to bring the staff up here what few senior staff are still available, and listen to your suggestions, and we're going to take them down. But before that, and this is something I was really hesitant to talk about, but I really need to. Some of you that don't know, of course, my mom is really sick. She is dying, in fact, of advanced liver failure. And a long time ago, we were struggling, trying to figure out how we were going to get her money to keep her home, to get her the medication that she needs so that she can live as long as possible and be productive as much as possible and be with my two little girls that she adores. And my friend, there's just no words really for what Sonia is, went behind me because I didn't want to go to the community. I didn't want you guys, I love you guys. I do. You guys just mean so much to me because this community is, BronyCon that I did, it was love, and the only reason that I got back in it after I got burned from BronyCon was because of you. I really love you guys. Thank you so much. And Sonia went behind my back, as I guess a good friend would, and started a GoFundMe for my mom. And money started coming in from the community. People that I had never met, people that had no reason to care about my family, started giving. And I'm sorry. And I just wanted to take this time to say thank you because, not just for me, because I'm old enough to understand, but my two little girls get more time to understand more time with their ma, as they call her. And that's because of you. And I can't put a price on that, on what that means to me. So, we're still raising the money for it, and we're still driving that up, and people keep donating. But I just had to take this opportunity, because this is being broadcast, to say thank you on behalf of the Daniels family, on behalf of my little girls. Thank you for giving us more time. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, the damn microphone dies. All right, so up next, we're going to do our nuzzle and neigh. On behalf of 2014 BABScon staff, I motion that we adjourn the con for this year. What do you think?
I think that we can. No, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
We will see you next year, ladies and gentlemen.
We raise the sun on BABScon on Friday. We lower the moon on BABScon on Sunday. We will be back. We hope you'll be back. Thank you all for coming and making this the amazing event that it was.
Have a safe trip back. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for making our dreams a reality.